I love this location. I'm super excited to be here.
That's cool.
Does not look like you could fit in there.
No. We are Dave, Carrie, and Rudel. In 2018, we set out to explore one adventure at a time. Join us as we continue our journey to find the best free camping.
This is great. I love it.
It is not very often that we take you back to a location that we have already been. In fact, we've only done it, what?
3 times?
3 times.
In 4 years?
Yes. But we are in Eastern Washington. We have a family obligation, so we have a little bit of time to kill. And why not?
We're passing by our favorite
Free campground.
Usually we boondock, sometimes we take free campgrounds, but this is our favorite free campground in Washington State.
Yes. So we're super excited to come back here. What's really weird is we are arriving the exact date we did 2 years ago.
Yep, same day. So it's interesting to me to see how the campground has developed because it was brand new when we visited. Now
Yes.
the trees and bushes that they planted should all be bigger, I guess.
Even more exciting, when we were here last time, I did not have a kayak because it had gotten stolen in Oregon.
Yeah, you borrowed somebody's paddleboard.
So now we get to go out with a kayak and a paddleboard. We've already arranged something special.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to take you back here and show you this location again. It's that special, I think we could do another video on it.
Absolutely. I love this location. I'm super excited to be here. We are all the way in the corner of northeastern Washington, only a few miles away from the Canadian border. And this is Boundary Dam Campground, and it's owned and operated by Seattle City Lights. It's free. It's an amazing campground, and if you stay tuned to the end, we'll tell you all the details of what you need to know about this camping location. And I'm super excited to be here because, for one, the shrubbery has just taken off since we were here. This campground was brand new 2 years ago, and they have packed it full of native wild edibles. And I'll go into more detail about that later on in this video. But the reason why everybody comes here is because of the water. And this river has a couple of major water features on it that you can boat out to or paddle out to and explore. And I cannot wait to do that. That's what's drawing most people to this area. Last time we were not able to explore, or at least I was not able to. Carrie, somebody did graciously loan Carrie their paddleboard, so she got out on the water a little bit. Just yesterday, someone said they saw 8 bald eagles just in a couple mile stretch of the river. Not only that, but there is paddle to or boat to camping locations that you can only get to by boat. So there's a lot to explore here. I cannot wait. This is one of my favorite places to be. This is our camp spot the last time that we camped here 2 years ago. And the shrubs were so small, there was no privacy at all. But it just really turned out beautiful. You can hear the sprinkler going. They keep everything watered during the dry season. I see another float plane taking off. Yep, so float planes have been landing in there at the waterfall. Here it comes. And see, that's a good reason why you always want to keep your drone in line of sight. If you were just out there flying it unaware, that'd be a big hazard for that guy there, right there. This is the day use and boat into campground parking lot. And it's not the weekend. And there's nobody here. But if it was the weekend, there will not be a spot left. It'll be completely packed. So it's kind of crazy seeing it like this. It's nice though. Oh, the water seems extra clear. What do you think, Rudel? You want to jump in? Is that what you're trying to say? You want to jump in? Oh, good boy. Yeah, it looks pretty inviting. It looks pretty inviting.
What you want? Is this what you want? Okay. Lighter than a fire.
That was my shorts, I swear. Oh no! I'm drowning! I'm coming to save you! Wait! Grab the life jacket Dad has for me.
No, Rudel. You stay.
Oh, no bark.
Here he comes. Good boy.
Oh, are you ready? Are you ready, Rudel? Come on.
Oh, he got tired of swimming. Are you hot, Dave?
No, just right. Stick your hat down and you're good. This waterfall is amazing. I can't believe it's so, well, I've never heard of it until our first time here. And it's just an amazing waterfall. It's creating a lot of wind, the waterfall is, and every time I get close, it just pushes me away. It's quite a stiff breeze. Wow, Carrie's brave. She's swimming out there with Rudel. I'm gonna go out to check it out. Hi, Doodle. Hi, Rudel Doodle. It is. All right, we have switched positions for the way back, and Rudel is on the paddleboard. So I was gonna say, we'll see if he's gonna be better or not. But this just may be something we all have to get used to until he feels more comfortable. I do know that if you take the paddleboard out with just Rudel, and that everything goes pretty good, but when we're both together, Rudel can't make up his mind which boat he wants to be on, so. Is doing slightly better on the way back. He hasn't jumped off yet. He hasn't barked yet. He's whining, but he's doing better.
Rudel, stay on here. Stay on here, Rudel.
Pretty cool, Rudel. You like it in here? You like it in here? Oh, boy. Oh, boy, Rudel.
No bark. They're coming out. No bark. Watch your head. Watch your head, Rudel. That's cool.
Does not look like you could fit in there.
No. That's cool. The life of Rudel. He got stung by a bee, so now he's inside the tent on his dog blanket with the dog bone. Rudel, do. Happy as can be. No bugs will get you in there, Rudel. No bugs will get you in there.
It's just beautiful out today. So I've taken a walk around the camping area here and also the campground and spotted 25 different wild edibles. And that's the most I've ever found in one small area. And I'd love to tell you all about every one of them, but that would take a couple of hours and I'm just not sure there's that much interest for them. But there's one here that I wanted to show you in particular. And as always, anytime that you're considering eating a wild edible, make sure you do your own research. Don't take my word for it. And this one is a good example of why you want to do research. Some of you may know it as a plant that attracts butterflies. This is called milkweed. And the pods on it are edible. Well, kind of. If you get immature pods, and that's what you're looking at right here is a pod, that are under about 1.5 inches and they're smooth, that means they're immature. Most likely those ones are going to be edible after you cook them. But once they start getting big and they start getting all spiky like this here, they start to turn brown on the inside, and you'd have to open quite a few up to get a feel for which ones are going to be brown and which ones aren't. And those ones are poisonous. So this wild edible is also poisonous depending on when you're going to eat it. So definitely a reason to do your own research. I've really enjoyed this campground, and whoever planted it and put all these wild edibles in it just did a fantastic job. A great place to come if you're into that kind of thing or just want to learn more. Everywhere you look, there's wild edibles mixed in with the plants. All right, we're just about ready to leave our campsite and go to Crawford State Park. We have a 12 o'clock cave tour scheduled. So we're gonna go check out this cave and then come back and do our ending and let you know what you need to know about this campground. Not very many cars in the parking lot, which is a good thing. Not too many people on the tour. So this is Gardner Cave, and our tour starts at 12, 39 degrees Fahrenheit in the cave. So light jacket or sweater. I've got a sweater with me. But let's walk up to the entrance and we'll wait for our tour guide.
So before we go in, I'd like to give you a little background on the history of the place and all that good stuff. So who here knows what the name of the cave is? What's the cave called?
Gardner?
Gardner Cave, that's right. Get a little research before you came, I appreciate that. So that's named after Ed Garner. He's the man who discovered it in about 1899 or so. And Ed was your stereotypical pioneer type fella. He moved out here from the Midwest in the 19th century, and he built a little shack down by Boundary Dam. So he's trying to keep it a secret, but that didn't last too long either. Around 1903 or 04, you start seeing newspaper articles pop up, and so people are talking about the cave at that point. And he kind of tried to claim this as his property. Back then, you couldn't even homestead because the land hadn't been surveyed. That wouldn't happen until about 1912. And so what people would do is they would just find a cool piece of land that they liked, they'd build their house, and then they'd claim squatting rights and hope the government didn't come and kick them off at some point. And that's what Ed was doing down at the river. That's what most people were doing back then. And it might have worked for a little bit, but in the end, he wasn't able to hang on to it. Most people will tell you that he lost the cave in a poker game. That's kind of the popular story, the local legend, I guess you could say. But that's not exactly how it went down. William Crawford, he's the man who ended up gaining the 40 acres, and he got it in a federal land grant in 1921. So that's how he got it. He was a businessman, and so he just came out here and logged the place once he came across the property. And after he was done logging it, he just turned around and donated it to the state for a park. And
I know, instantly I regret having this sweater on.
Wow, it's hot up here.
Oh, that was fun.
That's cool.
I wouldn't expect a cave like that to be right here in the middle of the forest.
No.
Now I'm following the little trail here that goes beyond the cave and goes all the way to the Canadian border, which is not very far away. Just recently a bear was spotted on this trail. I'll be happy just to see some huckleberries that are ripe, which I haven't seen yet. A bear would be a treat as long as it wasn't too close. All right, there's a picnic table here at the end of the trail and a sign that says United States boundary. Violators are subject to arrest and fines. There's the sign. So what's confusing for me is that it looks like there's been a lot of people that have gone past the sign, which I might have to sneak past just a little bit here, just to say I was up in this part of Canada. I wonder how far past the sign you really have to go. Can you get to it from the other side? And it keeps going. Keep expecting Canadian Mounties to come out of the forest and get me, so I'm gonna head back to the border. I didn't go very far. All right, there we go. Back in the USA. My favorite thing about this campground is getting out on the water and seeing the waterfall and the boat into cave.
Absolutely. So this destination is fabulous, but you have to bring a water device here. Otherwise, you're missing out on half of the magic of this campground.
So is that your favorite too?
Yes.
Okay.
And the water in August is warm. It's warm enough to swim.
Very comfortable.
So it was hot here. We cooled off in the water. We kayaked and stand-up paddleboarded to the waterfall, and the cave was just magical.
All right, what you need to know if you come here. First of all, it's a destination that you're going to want to stay at, because I would come from miles away just to come to this place.
So we are 1 mile from the Canadian border, and I think we're around 3 hours north of Spokane. So we're pretty far up here, but it is worth the drive.
Yeah. So this is free camping during the summer between Memorial Day and Labor Day. It's a 6-day maximum stay. And then on the off season, it is a 14-day maximum stay.
Maybe next time we'll come when it snows.
I would love to see this place in the wintertime.
Okay, so any size rig can get here. This is a free campsite. It is managed by Seattle City Lights. They do a fantastic job of maintaining this campground. They go above and beyond. So there are flush toilets,
There's
hot water,
hot water.
Yeah.
There's garbage that they empty regularly.
several trash cans,
Fresh water.
a boat dock,
Yeah, boat ramp.
and there's a very high presence of Seattle City Light workers. And there is also a security guard that comes around every night. So this feels like it's a very safe place to be.
Yes. There is no dump station here, so if you need to do that, you'll have to do that ahead of time.
And there is no cell service here. Our T-Mobile was getting nothing. Verizon might get 1 bar LTE if you found the perfect spot. So you'll be walking around the campground and it still won't work. So you might get a text out.
There are 22 campsites here. Some of those are set up for tent campers, but like Carrie says, any RV will fit. There is also
10 or 13
what?
boat-in campsites?
Boat into campsites that are free too. So
Yeah.
there's a place to park your boat and your trailer, and then you can stay for 10 days. I believe there's somewhere between 7 and 13 sites is what I heard.
It's crazy amount.
Because
yeah.
I think they were building new places to camp.
Absolutely, yeah. What are we missing?
The nearest gas station in town would be PeeWee Falls.
And it's about 14 miles.
Okay.
And if you need cell service, there's 4 bars of Verizon LTE there. Now, this is the second time we've been here. You know, we very rarely go back to a spot more than once. And that tells you how much we love this destination.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Both times we've been here, the dam tours have not been going on because of COVID. Rumor has it, next year in 2023, they might reinstate those dam tours, and we will be back for that.
Also, so if you're going to be staying several days, maybe make reservations to go see Gardner Cave.
Mm-hmm.
It's inside of Crawford State Park. Only
3 miles from here.
3 miles away.
Now, I wouldn't come all this way just to see that cave, but if you're in the campground, definitely make reservations. It is worth it.
Yep.
It's a very small cave, about maybe 45 minutes, but we had a great time.
Yeah, great time. And you can hike all the way to the border if you want to.
Okay, one last thing before we go. If you come here, take the time, drive all the way around to the vista point, and you can see is it the front side of the dam?
Yep.
It's an awesome view. So we hope you get out here. It's a fantastic, just fantastic campground.
Yep.
In our top 5?
In our top 5, I agree.
We were talking about that. We have some pretty fabulous spots.
Yeah.
So to be in the top 5, you guys probably can realize we love it here.
We do.
Okay.
I think we pretty much covered it. Pets have to be on leash. Rudel had a great time.
No generators past 9 o'clock. Super attentive.
Yeah.
Come here, you'll love it.
Come here, check it out for yourselves.
Bring a kayak or boat or stand-up paddleboard and go swimming.
Yeah. Get on the water, see the waterfall.
Unless it's snowing, then don't do that. Okay.
All right. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next week.
Happy boondocking or free camping.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron, or check out our new merchandise at advantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.